Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I want to show you how to use third-party app to get better photos on your iPhone. I will show you 3 different photos and each of these photos was created in a different way. One of these photos was captured straight to the JPEG by using a native camera app on my iPhone. The next photo was captured by third-party app on my iPhone, and next photo with a mirrorless camera. During this little experiment I was concentrating on food photography just because I like clear and simple compositions. However, you can use it also on portrait photography or landscape photography or any photo you would like to make. First of all, let's take a photo with my native camera app on my iPhone. I switched to a portrait mode because I wanted to get a more detailed photo. In your native camera app you can influence just a few parameters. For example, I influenced overall exposure and focused straight to the middle cap. Now let's use a third-party app. I am using a Moment application. By using this application you can manually control exposure, ISO, shutter speed, focus and even white balance. With this app you can feel almost comfortable as using DSLR or mirrorless camera. What I appreciate on this app is that you can capture photos straight to the RAW format. This allows you to be more flexible in post-processing. Now let's take a photo with my Sony and compare the results. Photos taken to RAW format are much darker. But don't worry about this. This can be easily fixed. Let's make a basic corrections of photos by increasing exposure and correcting the white balance. When I was taking photos to RAW format, I set to ISO to 100 to get rid of the unwanted noise. Next step was to correct horizon on all 3 photos. Now let's also correct the photo from native camera. As you can see, highlights are clipping. However, you can bring the highlights down, but you will lose some of the dynamic range. I tried to edit these 3 photos to the same level, and now let's compare them. As you can see on this photo, the background is perfectly blurred, but it continuously goes to focus. On this photo the background is blurred, but not so much. However, these differences are caused by lens. Photo from iPhone is more noisy, but you can correct it by using noise reduction. JPEG from iPhone is less detailed and more blurry. As you can see on the photo from camera, there are a lot of details, the photo is clear and there is no unwanted noise. So after the basic corrections, let's take a look how color graded photos will look like. I used the same preset and one of my favorites on all 3 photos, and here you can see the result. I think that if you would like to use photo taken from third-party app on your iPhone, for example on Instagram, you wouldn't see any difference. However, the main difference is in the lens and in the sensor. It's really obvious that the small lens and a smaller sensor on your iPhone cannot compete to the bigger lens on your mirrorless camera. I think that using third-party app on your iPhone for taking photos is definitely worth it. As you can see, your iPhone can produce higher quality photos when using third-party app. Except setting the main parameters like ISO, white balance, shutter speed and so on, the main advantage is that you can take photos straight to the RAW format. This will give you more choices in post-processing and your photos will be really beautiful. A Moment app has also another advantages. For example, it works with the Moment battery case, Apple Watch, and it can use also Siri shortcuts. On top of that, you can use additional Moment lenses on your iPhone. So do you have some experience with third-party app for taking photos? Do you use these applications or do you consider it to be useless? I would like to know your opinion. For now, I hope you'll have a great day and see you in the next video.